Hello again and welcome to the another video. We are talking about the usage of lexical resources, and in this particular video we are going to look at some of the expressions or vocabulary that can be used while describing maps, right? In map, generally questions are asked related to comparison of two same map with some changes in the second one. So you need to be aware about the following expression. What I mean by following expressions, I mean the word which can represent the changes. So let's look at the list of verbs here. See, these are the extensive list of verb. If you can pick the vocabulary from there, you're not going to face any problem, right? And these all are verb most of the time. So for example, introduce, so you can say that new reception has been introduced. And it's all because changes will take place in the second map, so it's everything about the second map, like four new buildings or parts were constructed. So these all are this, and it is always ideal and it is always suggested that you should try to use them is in passive voice, because that will help you more in man's skill part. So a new wall, a new high wall was erected in the middle of the power station, right? So I hope you know. If you don't know, you must know the meaning of this word. Perhaps raise is something that you want to learn. Raise means a new the old building was raised. You can say the old building was raised to fourth level, right? To fifth level, right? Something was put up, so a new, you can say a new posters were big posters were put up on the wall or something. Then this is all for adding, this all are for removing. So you can say one old buildings were knocked down or demolished, both the same. Pull down, perhaps the same word, knock down, pull down. Demolish, the same kind of fell. Again, something which is related to removing, destroying, replacing, right? Perhaps substituting is one thing. If something is made larger, and you should try to use specific buildings. So if you say the suppose there was an existing building and now the same building was made a bit larger, then you should try to use. So you can say that the lower floor of the building have been, if depend again on the tense, if it comes to the present time, you say has been extended or was extended, right? So developed, enlarged, added to, widen, broaden. Perhaps you know the meaning of this expansion and all this. We can use all this in noun form as well, and we will see the noun form in the next class. Let's try to understand this category: adding something, removing something, making something larger, changing something completely. That's important, like transformed. So you can say the entire northern area has been entirely transformed, and it has been planted with tree or whatever is the chain, rebuilt, turn into. So the existing pond has been turned into a play or theme park. I mean, this kind of word. I hope you know the meaning. Alter means change something. Again, complete change is known as altered. Renovate, I hope you understand, and revamped, when the existing things have been perhaps added, removed, decorated. I mean, it's made better. So say the old buildings were renovated and the upper part was extended a bit to touch the building nearby or something like that. The same is revamped, right? Other general changes like urbanized means, suppose earlier there was rural areas. If you talk about two areas and later on it has been urbanized, means it has been turned into an urban area, then we can say urbanized. And same we can say about ruralized. I don't know how popular is this word, but it can be used. Modernized, industrialized, and pedestrianized Again, I'm not very sure about this word, but it has been used there, and I have found it in some dictionary as well. So perhaps you can say that, but the existing some part of the existing highways has been pedestrianized, means it has been opened for the people who walk on foot, right? So these were the examples of some of the verbs. Now let's see the example. If you are asked about the direction part, because this is what many times you have to describe in a map, or many times even in a layout, so you have to be careful about this. you because directions are given mostly, even if it's not given, it is supposed to be north, south, west, so you need to be careful about this. Some information which is also important in this category is when we are talking about direction within an area, and this is important, no? If there is a map here and we are saying something what happened inside the area, we say in the north. For example, if this is a garden, this complete is a garden, so we'll say in the north of this garden. So I'm not going out of this garden, I'm just talking about something inside the garden. So preposition will be in the north or in the southwest of the garden. On the other hand, if you're going outside and talk about something, we say to. Important, right? Important. To the southwest of this park means I'm going out of this garden or park, right? So this is again important information. And if you talk about overstressed location, for example, if something is stretched up to the road or something, there we say from south to northwest, right? If when you were to have to describe that in the map, so from northern to southern point, or from northern to the central part, so from and to is something that we use, right? So that's again important, especially these two information and remembering this one. Now let's look at some of the noun that can be used when we are talking about changed. This is simple. The same word that you have seen in that verb list, now they are used as a noun. So you can see you have got an expansive list of words that you can use. No? These are the list of words that you can use when you're describing the things. So go through them and try to use them. Again, let me tell you that if you're using the verb, mostly try to use them in passive voice. If you're using the noun, then it's okay, you can use it. But please go through them once and try to apply it in your writing and get it checked by someone. If you want to get it checked by me, I'll share the details in the end of the video, in the end part of this video lessons. Perhaps you can get the details and you can get this opportunity. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this particular video where we talked about how to describe a map by using different kind of expressions and vocabulary. See you very soon in the next video. Bye till then.